Oh yeah, we live and direct as we got the Golden State Warriors versus the Sacramento Kings. The dub straight out of the Bay. Or we gonna go to Sacktown, or we gonna light the beam. Let's get it, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. We are live and back at it again. Like I said, turn on post notifications, hit that like button, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're gonna run it up all 2023. You dig? Let's go.
The ball movement, one of the signatures of this Sacramento offense. So this is the two-man game, as you said, between Keegan Murray. See, Draymond gets up the line, and a nice pass by Keegan. But to me, that play started on the defensive end. De'Aaron Fox on the drive by Clay.
We got a 2-0 lead Kings. 10 minutes, 38 seconds on the clock. First half, baby. Let's go. Golden State hit a three. Let me go ahead and drop that link, man. Anybody want to come in, chop it up with your boy? I ain't got a lot of followers, but let me go ahead and drop that link one time, man. Pin at the top. You dig.
Looney with the rebound underneath. There's a Barnes picks up Curry. Sabonis switches onto him. Steph playing with his food. One more to DiVincenzo. And DiVincenzo laces the three. It's a Golden State team, Mark, that's always going to move the basketball. And by doing so, they keep enormous pressure on the defense. DiVincenzo has been a wonderful fit for the Warriors this year. Coming over from Sacramento a season ago. Sabonis.
So how this series gonna go?
There's Thompson off the screen. Green with a bigger three. The fourth selection overall out of Iowa. Up to Fox. Out to Sabonis, going to line up the three ball. And Curry with the board. Sabonis this year actually shot. Decent percentage from deep. There's Brady one-on-one against his former teammate Barnes. DiVincenzo. This one a little bit strong. Curry knocked away by Barnes. There's Fox in transition. Walks into the three.
Nobody can get it going right now, y'all.
It's going to come back the other way. Golden State basketball.
Seems like Golden State and Sacramento, they trying to trade buckets, but nobody ain't hitting shots right at the moment. There you go. Kevon Looney. Shoots free throw.
Two shots for the Warriors. Kevon Looney just probably understated in his impact on this group. And the availability, that's the understanding of the system.
Man, this atmosphere looking crazy right now in Sacramento. This crowd is looking crazy. As y'all come in, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated, man. Trying to get this channel going. If you want to join the live, I got the link pinned at the top.
DiVincenzo, a little three-quarter pass. Take it out of his hands. Here's Herder, deep three shot, 40%. This one comes up. Barnes back out to Fox, another opportunity. Murray pulls. And Barnes with a tip.
That's two. And the activity of Harrison Barnes in that possession critical to them getting the lead back.
He's going to defeat Kings with significant playoff experience. On the drive, decelerates and draws the foul. Harrison Barnes going to the
As Harrison Barnes gets fouled.
So if you know some of the players around you lack experience, go ahead. Barnes is doing 2 offensive rebounds.
I want to go to State come up with some good like game plans because Harrison Barnes, he's really familiar with their offense. So it should be really interesting to see how that's going to pan out for Golden State. And Mike Brown, he just coached him. He was assistant coach last year, so he should know the game plan. Their offense is going to be. It's going to be a really interesting series. See how Mike Brown coaches his offense against the Golden State Warriors defense. How Steve Kerr is going to coach his offense against the Sacramento Kings defense. Because this team is kind of familiar with each other as far as the coaching wise, and then you got a former player that also played for Golden State. Harrison Barnes. It's interesting. I'm looking forward to it throughout this series. I'm a basketball fan, so I love basketball. So I'm just not going to for one just team. A Lakers fan want to cover most of the other games as well too. So I get enough time. That's out my schedule. So Golden State got a 5-point lead.
To start this ball game, play for the drive and the bucket. 7-bit by Fox. Accelerates, got it to go. He's on the board with his first beautiful. Then he scored for his Kings team.
And that's Steph Curry for you, man. Rap guy reloaded. Salute, bro. Salute. Appreciate you, man. Coming through on the live.
You're watching your own children play basketball. They say, all right, you got that guy. And you want to be chest to chest and never leave it. You know what I'm saying? You have got to stay attached with or without the basketball.
This game is going to come down to the wire, y'all. This game is coming down to the wire. I think this is going to be one of them games where it's going to come down to who played a better defense. They both got really tremendous offense. Like players like Steph Curry, man, we know what he's capable of. De'Aaron Fox, he's a monster. Sabonis, he's a monster. Clay, he's a monster. Like, then I think Andrew Wiggins is coming off the bench, so he's going to be like minutes restriction. So they're going to try to, get him feel, get his feet back, adjusted to the, playing basketball. So I'm looking forward to it, y'all. Man, that three from Steph Curry was water, y'all. That was straight water. Steph Curry gonna have to prove these guys he still got it. Yeah, just based off on their experience. Golden State is a team you just don't want to play around with. They still got Steph, Clay, Dre, and Andrew Wiggins, he was just an all-star last year. We know what he can do. I think off of the Warriors' success, they've been really successful having a good wing guy that played a three spot. Harrison Barnes to Kevin Durant and Andrew Wiggins. So they can win it up. So it is possible. I know they have been like one of the worst road teams in NBA history, but playoffs is a different atmosphere, and the playoffs is what legends are made of. So we will see, man, how they're gonna come out in this series. We should know by game 2 or 3 how this series is gonna go. But tonight, man, it's just like everybody just gonna be lackadaisical on the defensive and the offensive end so far. But do I believe? Yes. To answer your question, bro, man, they got the experience, man. They got the championship DNA. They still got the crown. Trying to situate this room.
Oh, yeah. Just got cash back. I'm gonna wrap it in.
Oh, I know the feeling. Cashback's where it's at. I just never dance in public.
BK $6 radio for a limited time. It's a royal still. Burger fries and chicken fries all your way for a beast one for your head crew.
No matter how much they play all these daggone Burger King commercials, I don't eat Burger King. I don't even eat fast food. He said, "Have you thought about linking up with Flight Sports TV?" Uh, Flight Sports TV. He got a good channel over there. I like his channel, man. I never thought about it. Just linking up with him. I gotta holler at the bro, man. See, we can link up. Do some shows or whatnot on these NBA playoffs. But I'm glad you said that, rap guy. I'm gonna look into it. I'll probably tap in with him or whatnot. He's plugged in with LeVar Ball and those guys. And, another one of my colleagues on YouTube is Hoop Jargon Sports. He's a good little channel too. I like it. I'm gonna leave with the media. That's a good dude, man. Shout out to Hoop Jargon. As we got a 1 point lead, Golden State. Hmm. 3 point lead, Golden State.
And Curry with the ball. Fierce and strong defender. He is going to be trying to stick. They lost the head and it goes right back to GP2. With good hands, takes the speed.
Man, them losing Gary Payton Jr., man, in the offseason, just to get him back on the team, I just think that they should have gave him like a better offer. But I know Golden State, they wanted to pay Jordan Poole. So
with those two guys, here's Sabonis out front, a little delay. Mitchell got his feet set for three. We're tied at 17.
And not surprising, they're going to make Davion Mitchell.
GP2 is a really important piece. He's a really good role player for the team. As Jordan Poole is coming in the game,
Sweet finish by Draymond.
I got to believe that Domas believed that Lohan was going to be there.
is
On
Poole
that
worth the max contract?
Good defense,
That's a good question, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
especially at home. Skip pass to
I think he is. He can be like a really good six man that can give you about 20, 25 points a game. The defense is okay,
They
but
are getting by on the triple drive, and they're making use of second chance opportunity.
he's really a really good, decent guy. I would say just come off the bench for you. Now, as far as like a long term max, unless you think about losing Clay Thompson in the near future, you can build on so and try to develop who already did. So yeah, he deserves a max. He's a max guy.
You're going back into a war zone. You're gonna be alone.
Man, I'm gonna ask you how y'all feel about these Sacramento Kings this season. I did not see this coming. I don't think anybody saw this coming. Um, it's like a head scratcher, I should say, with this team because they kind of start off a little slow this season, but they way up to be a top five team in the Western Conference. But they're fun to watch. Like if you watch basketball, you know that like man, the Sacramento Kings they got something good over there in that crew. And shout out to Mike Brown. I think he's the coach of the year. He has to be the coach of the year. Yeah, Kings surprised a lot of people this year, man. This season, I actually thought Utah was going to be a team, another team. I would say that would be a playoff team because you know they started off kind of strong in the West. Like they was hot, like they was playing for something. But at the end of the middle of the season to the end, they started kind of playing bad, and it's like they're shut down their star player, Laurie Markkinen and Jordan Clarkson, and those guys and company, and Taylor Horton Tucker. So I think next year they probably going to be a little decent. You would think they would be really bad from the start, with losing Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert in the offseason. But Utah, that's an interesting team. That's a very interesting team. Man, like I said with Sacramento, that I never saw this team, being in the playoffs. I can't remember last time they've been in the playoffs. I think I was like in elementary school or something like that. If I was, but that's crazy, man. Let me go ahead and put this on here real quick.
Thanks, bro. Take a lap, rookie. Real mature. Welcome back, everyone. You can win $1 million for the perfect bracket. First, get you courtside seats. Fill out your bracket for NBA Pickup Bracket for your chance to win big. Play free at NBA.com/bracket right now.
Excuse me. I had a live stream earlier. I don't know what your predictions for, who gonna come out the East, who gonna come out the West. The people got, they saying the Lakers look like the favorites. I don't know. As a Lakers fan, I want it to happen. I hope it happens. We never really seen like a seven seed team really come out the West. and win it all.
The ability to dead stop off the dribble, get to his jump shooting motion so quickly.
They got Mitchell on top, being guarded by Curry. Sabonis, football position, wheels and fires.
That doesn't go in.
Rebounded by Payton. This is a good look, 6.6 rebounds so far. Going off the Mooney screen. Nice pocket pass and finish by Mooney.
As we got a 3-point game by the Golden State Warriors, 25-22. My man Malik Monk in the game. Some people call him the new age Bobby Brown. It looks like the Kings, they just can't get it going right now. Golden State like they got a little momentum. And the Kings, they got to be careful playing with Golden State. You got to be careful playing with Golden State. You got to keep your foot on the gas. And Mike Brown knows this as a coach. He knows Golden State. He's familiar with this team. Because we got a 2-point game.
Sets the step up screen. Mitchell cross the box for three. And tipped out to Monk. On the probing baseline, back out to Lyles. He fires. When it's trade day, it's a good day here in Sacramento.
Yeah, Trey Lyles.
2-point contest. Poole inside. Lane with a good block out.
Kings tied it up.
Well, this is a frenetic pace. He was playing all around the ground. It'll be side out of bounds, Sacramento basketball.
Looking back at that draft, man, in 2017, man.
Using the three to their advantage. Good pitch out.
Just think, man. De'Aaron Fox wanted to be a Laker, and they ended up going with Lonzo Ball, which I don't have a problem with that. I didn't really see this coming with the Lakers. Like, I didn't see it coming with Lonzo Ball's history of being injured, man. But it is what it is, man. He's not on the team anymore. He said, Sack Town, Warriors time is over. Salute, homie. Bro. I make sure I go subscribe to my brother, man, Larry J, man. Hey, man, Wiggins is slowly getting himself back in this game, yo. He getting back in the rhythm. I don't know about Sack Town. It's been a long day.
Oh my goodness, he jumps out. Looks like they want to trap him. He actually gets caught up. Holes. Feet.
15 to go on the game.
Man, what y'all think about that last game, man? The Knicks and the Cavaliers. That was a good game. That was a really good game. If the Knicks win the next game, the Cavs might be in trouble because you don't want to go back to the Garden. You don't go back to Madison Square Garden Down 0-2. That place is gonna be rocking. I guarantee you. He said Knicks won game one. Yeah, they did. They snuck out with a win. My fault, y'all. I had the dag on. My fault. My bad, peeps.
17 years without it. But what a start for this team against the
This Colts defense exceptionally hard and very demanding on his stars. Fox has responded to a huge knocks out the free throw, and that's to end the first 12 minutes of play. Here's Fox.
He said, "Can either of the Ball brothers play at least close to a full season?" Man, Rap God, I don't even know, bro. I really don't even know, man. I like to sit down and talk to LeVar Ball, but he's gonna support his son no matter what. He's gonna support both of his sons, all three of his sons all together. But I thought Lonzo Ball was gonna be like lights out, really good coming into the league, and I didn't see it coming with injuries that he had. Like he started having like these little knick-knack injuries, like his knee. It was like knee sprains, ankle sprains, shoulders. Then it was like his elbow. And I'm like, dang, Lonzo might be in that. He might be following that direction of being a injury prone kind of guy.
We bring heirloom corn products from Mexico to every kitchen. I earn unlimited 2% cash back.
And I still support Lonzo Ball, even though he's not on the team anymore with the Lakers. But it's like we gotta keep it real, man. I don't know if dude can stay healthy anymore. Like they don't even know what's going on with him. So I don't know if he can stay healthy. LaMelo, he did have an injury and he had surgery. I don't know if he can play a full season as well. Too. Like I just don't know, man. But I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for both of the brothers. Hopefully they come back fully at full strength next season. Hopefully Lonzo can. I know LaMelo will probably be possible back. That's a guarantee he'll be back in Charlotte. But man, I don't know, bro. I just really don't know, dog.
Klay Thompson got the Warriors off to a good start.
The deeper into the more he looked like Klay Thompson surpassed 300 threes this season. But the body is right.
One thing the Kings don't need to be doing is letting Klay Thompson get hot too early in the game. Because Klay can easily go 30. He might go 40. But he's not the same Klay Thompson we saw. I mean, he's had injuries in the past, but he's still somewhat Klay Thompson. And that's what I tell people all the time. Like, you can't stop like great players. You can only play, you can only minimize them and try to come up with some game plans to try to strategize how you're going to defend these guys and stuff like that. I think you have to figure it out. People talking about they can shut LeBron down. Stop it. Like you can't shut great players down.
Welcome back to the NBA first round presented by Ferrari here with Warriors coach Steve Kerr. And Steve, we have seen Sabonis run that dribble handoff all along, running 1,500 coach, and he has 8 and 7 early. What do you need to do to slow him?
Well, you have to be physical. You have to try to pressure them some and make sure their guards aren't coming off for clean look.
And then we return here again.
He looks great up there. He looks in good condition. He made that pull-up jumper, so Biggs looks good. He certainly looked very strong in that first quarter. And this real cool right into Alex. Cool on the free throw line. I was speaking with one of Wiggins' former coaches yesterday. He said his conditioning. He said before you win the game 10 and not skip the beat. Let's go to the upcoming playoff schedule. It's Sunday tomorrow. Wait for that Lakers. Grizzlies. Miami, Clippers at Phoenix, Minnesota at Denver. All of these games go to NBA.com or visit the NBA. Start 2 of 6.
He said, "I only eat plant-based foods from now on." Hey, that's the way to go, bro. That's the healthy option. Keep your health intact and take care of your well-being. I've thought about going, vegan myself. Well, I don't know if you're a vegan all the way, but you could be vegetarian. Um, but just eliminating meat altogether, like I thought about that, like for the past couple years. Uh, I know it's hard because I've done it before, like just challenging myself for like a week. Um, it's a different feeling, I would say, in your, how your body reacts to not having like red meat or anything like that, sort of like white meats or whatever, just protein altogether. Because you can get protein from like your beans and stuff like that, and other things. There's other alternative options. But I fast as well too, man. It's good to fast. That one meal a day thing is it's really been helping me. Like I think this past week I fast for like 2 days. I just drink like just strictly just water, bro, throughout the whole day. Was hungry and sluggish because I had to work at the same time, but yeah, Jordan Clark. I mean, not Jordan Clarkson, but Jordan Poole, man. He cold, man. That dude's cold. Yep. Yeah, right. God, he deserve a contract, the max.
Steve Kerr likes to say, he had an open layup. He knew Cole does a nice job being patient, getting that defender.
But yeah, man, it's good to fast, man, here and there. Take care of yourself, man. Health is wealth.
In the second year, you can really see his growth.
Man, so far I'm liking these playoffs, y'all. I ain't been seeing no blowouts. We've been having way too many blowouts last season. I ain't like it. It was on like 2 or 3 games that I actually liked at the postseason last year. Yeah, I know like the Atlanta Hawks, they got blown out, but we kind of saw that coming. I didn't think they can't stand a chance against the Boston Celtics. They tried to go on a little run though. They did try to go like on a really good run against those guys. But man, Boston is too much, man. Like they just too much for him. And Trey Young got to step up. I can see Trey Young getting traded this offseason if they don't at least win a game or two. But for the likes of it, I mean, from the looks of it, it looks like he's probably going to be traded because they, monitoring how he's going to, play in these playoffs. But Trey Young probably gone. He said, "Would Greg Oden have been a great player without major injuries?" Uh, so what if? I mean, not a what if, but it's kind of like you really don't really know. Greg Oden was nice in college at Ohio State. Like he really was cold. He was a really good big man. Um, I don't know, man. You can come up with some really good questions, rap guy, man. Really good questions, bro. Because it's like Greg Oden, like he came in the league, he had all this like hype. I think he went number one in the draft. And the next two was Kevin Durant. So if he was healthy, the question would be, would he still be playing? So I don't know, man, if he would have been a great player. Because there's players that didn't really have any injuries that came into the league and then really didn't like play up to their full potential. So I don't know, rap guy. That's a good question, though, man. I don't know Greg Oden, but he was really a good player, man, back in his college days. And then he tried to make like a comeback. He came into the league. Dealing with all those injuries, man. Like injuries really can really kill your career. I would say. That's why I say you really never did like really see how these players' full potential is. Like even with like Brandon Roy, man. Like Brandon Roy was really cold bro, as a shooting guard when he was playing in Portland. If y'all remember Brandon Roy, man, y'all know how nice he was when he was out there in Portland for the Trailblazers. But health just kind of like really stopped Greg Oden's full potential. He said Greg Oden couldn't stay away from the ding dongs. That's ruined him. Junk food. Yeah, I think he had like an issue where he was like always eating like snacks and stuff like that. Like he wasn't really like working out.
Playoff mode.
Like even with like Lamar Odom, they said Lamar Odom had an issue with always eating like Skittles and like just other candies and stuff like that. Like he loved candy, but he went and like worked out like in off season as he was eating like junk food. Brendan, I can't speak for like Greg Oden though.
Mike Brown is in his first year coaching the Sacramento Kings, but before that, he spent several seasons with the Golden
Yeah,
State
Brandon Roy was cold, man. He just couldn't stay healthy either, man. Wonder how his career would have panned out if he played on another team or whatnot. If he would stay, it's just so hard to tell with these players, man. I hate injuries, dog, but it happens. Stuff happens. It's part of life. We got a 37-35 Golden State lead in the second quarter.
People heard me tell you that there was transformation in his coaching philosophy and observations while working for 6 years with Steve Kerr as the associate head coach at Golden
Mike
State.
Brown is a three-time champion.
He has alchemized a once moribund franchise to this point to be considered the leading candidate for coach of the year and should win. Herder with the miss. He has spoken into this team.
Yeah, I think I've heard about that. They said he used to walk to the games and stuff like that because he didn't live not too far from Staples Center. But he always like had like candy with him all the time. Like he had like a really had bad issue just having candy. Like he just loved to eat candy. Man, guys, man, this is a good game, yo.
Tough contested three. DiVincenzo.
Rap God, the question God, man. I'm gonna start calling you the question God, man. He always got some good questions. He said, "Does Zach Levine deserve a better roster around him?" That's a good question, man. I don't even really know, honestly, because I thought the roster they had last year was really good. Even heading into this season, they had the same roster, but you don't have a point guard in Lonzo Ball. They could be lacking a really good ball facilitator. They really need somebody that can like distribute the ball and get them touches. Because I think DeMar DeRozan and Zach Levine, their game kind of similar. Not the same, but they're kind of like similar. But I just think they need something that somebody that can be like a really good ball distributor. And I think that's what they really missing in Lonzo. Caruso, is he a good playmaker? Decent. What's the young guy? I forgot his other guy name that come up the bench. I don't really know his name, but there's a young guy that's on the bench for the Bulls. He's not a really good playmaker either. So you're really missing Lonzo. So Zach Levine, I just think they just missing something. They just missing some. They missing a piece, and that's the point guard. I would say they got the wings. Like Zach Levine got solid bigs. They got a good little bench. They just missing the point guard. Once they get like a good point guard that can be a facilitator, then I would say he has a decent roster. Their roster not bad. It could be the coaching too. Sometimes the coaching matters. He said Odom could have been so much better. Yeah, he could have.
DiVincenzo knocks two underneath to the left. And the Warriors regain the lead.
Man, Odom would have been really good. Like
Signature Mike Brown timeouts.
he got 6 man of the year, but
Immediately.
I think he could have been a lot better. Because if y'all remember, like Odom was kind of like on and off every night. If you watch them old Laker games in like 2000 from 2000 to like 8 to 2000 like 11, you notice that Lamar Odom always had like them on and off nights, and it'd be some nights where he'll like have like good nights, like back to back. But other than that, he just played like really bad sometimes. Eddie questioned me like, "Dang, Lamar Odom, he just do like some crazy stuff." But he was a really good ball handler though. Come out that bench. He said, "I'm tired of Golden State. I hope Sacramento win this." Yeah, man. Golden State, they've been in the limelight for many years. Um, since I was like a senior in high school, like they've been, them boys been the top dogs for a minute. Well, I should say for a while, for like 8 years. So, I mean, we'll see, man. They always say good things come to an end. Yeah, one of my buddies the other day, he texted me. He said, "Do you think the Golden State Warriors dynasty is over with?" Clay's still in his prime. I mean, not Clay. Steph Curry's still in his prime. Clay, he's still Clay. Draymond. Now Draymond, he's questionable, but he's such a really good ball handler where he can set them up for like how they run their offense and stuff with the off ball handoffs and stuff like that. This is how like Golden State runs their offense because they run like a freelance, like a pace and space kind of offense. So their style like fits Draymond. The big question is if how they would look without Draymond on the floor. They still a good team, but you kind of losing defense right there on your front. Bynum has so much promise. Yeah, Bynum was man, rat guy, bro. He just unlocked the memory, man. Like with Bynum and Odom, man, them dudes. See, Odom wasn't really the problem. Like with his injuries, at least he played. He stayed healthy, but it's just like he was so inconsistent sometimes that it scared me like how the Lakers was using him. But luckily, you got a legendary coach like Phil Jackson to utilize those guys and get them over the hump. And we still had Kobe Bryant. We still had Kobe. So, and those games was like nerve wracking too. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But Bynum, man, if he could have stayed healthy, dog, he could have been so much promising too. I know he got 2 championships, but man, Bynum could have still been a Laker for years and years. But it's another like you don't really know, man, how things pan out for these guys with health because he came in the league like I think he was like it's between him and who was it? It's another guy. I think he played on the Boston Celtics. I can't think of his name, but he used to play on the Boston Celtics. It was him and another guy. They was like the last 2 players I remember, and like the mid 2000s. That was the last players that came out of high school that went to the pros. I gotta look it up, but it's been so long ago, man. But Bynum, man, that dude was nice, man. I remember he dunked on Shaq. I know y'all remember that. Dwight Howard. Yeah, Dwight Howard was really cool. It was a really good live threat, rim protector. Like Dwight could do it all. I think his post moves, he didn't really have that many post moves because he really wasn't really a post player. It's like a finisher, like a glass cleaning finisher. As we got a 3-point lead, Sacramento Kings 44-41. Got 6 minutes 13 seconds on the clock, second quarter. And it's almost at that halftime. He said, I remember Bynum dunking on Shaq. Very memorable. Yeah. And remember Shaq got mad and tried to like push him out the way and stuff like that. Shaq felt the type way. Shaq really felt the type way about that. Like Shaq was salty about it. And then I think Shaq was still salty that the Lakers chose Kobe Bryant over him. So but I mean it worked out for the Los Angeles Lakers in the long run. You got 2 championships out of it. Could have been 3, but it is what it is. Could have been 3 more or 4. I think 2011, if the Lakers was healthy, they would have won that, and I think they would have beat the Miami Heat. But it didn't happen. So Andrew Bynum suffered the big man syndrome. His legs gave out on him. Yeah, for such a young guy like him, like he came into the league with like I think his injury was like just as bad as like, and I know this is football, but I know y'all remember like Robert Griffin III that played on the Washington Wizards. Remember he was at Baylor. He had like injuries history, like a long injury history since he was in high school. And there was some college teams that was kind of hesitant in recruiting him, but he was so good. Like RG3 was a really good quarterback. He could throw the ball, he can run, like, but he just had like a long history of just injuries. And I think they kind of had like the same kind of like knee issues coming into the pros. Like I said, I know that was football with RG3 and Bynum is basketball. 2 different sports. Man, Golden State, they got the lead again. Golden State then got the lead. Man, Steph Curry is dangerous, y'all. And like I said, like I told y'all earlier in the stream, you can't stop great players. You have to minimize them. You have to limit them. And Sacramento got to keep their foot on the brakes, man, because you're playing against the all-time great. Like Steph is all-time great to me. And he changed the game. Steph really changed the game, y'all. 4 NBA championships, 2-time MVP, unanimous MVP. He finally got a Finals MVP, all-time 3-point scorer. Like, come on, man. The kids, you go to a pickup game or you go to an AAU game, you go to a daggone high school game, man. Steph players are literally shooting from half court. Like, And Golden State got the lead once again. Whoa. They keeping he's trying to keep the lead. 48-44. As y'all coming in, man, make sure I hit that like button. I'm gonna drop that link again, man, for y'all if anybody want to come through. If not, that's cool. Ain't no hard feelings, man. We just in here chilling. We're here doing this commentating. He said, Kobe your favorite player? Yes, Kobe is my favorite player. Yep, Kobe is my favorite player, man. I think his approach to the game, like, you know, so obviously Kobe didn't really get the credit how he got. Like, he got the credit sometimes, and to some people, but I think Kobe was so misunderstood because he didn't really have a lot of friends, and he wasn't trying to make friends either. But man, Kobe was my guy, though, man. Long live Kobe Bryant. Mm-hmm. The ultimate alpha dog, man. He was the ultimate alpha. Like, Kobe wasn't looking to make friends, man. I mean, off the court, we can hee and ha ha, you know, shake hands. We can be cool, but once we get in that court, man, I ain't trying to be your friend. And I think that's what like this today's game is kind of lacking, man. It's like you don't really have like those guys that come in. And I think as time, goes on, things change. So things can't really be the same. So, man, Kobe was something else. You can love him, you can hate him, but you gotta give that man credit, man. And it's sad how the media did him in his last couple years in the league because he's dealing with injuries. But it is what it is, man. But I think who I think is the greatest player of all time is Michael Jordan. When you just study the game and you watch film, you know like Michael Jordan, and he might not be the GOAT to a lot of people, but some people got LeBron James as the GOAT. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's cool. Like, I'm not one of them type of fans or people that like to just, oh man, you how can he be the GOAT? Like, I don't, man. Look, that's your opinion. Like, you like what you like. Everybody don't think the same, you know. Man, Golden State is this team. I tell you, Mike Brown, man. What are you thinking, man? You know this team. You got to come out there and come up with some game plans. Golden State is going to play mind games with these young guys. That's why I said I think Golden State can win this series in like 6 or 7. But I give Sacramento the credit. At least they keeping their foot on the brake on the gas. Yeah, man, what y'all thinking about this game, man? This is crazy.
Looney really laying off Sabonis at the elbow. Monk with the hot hands. He's got 11. Good screen by Sabonis. Monk.
Excellent screen. Great use of it by Malik Monk. You've got to come off tight and get downhill immediately. Don't be dancing with the basketball.
It's crazy.
Thompson on the handoff. And rebounded by Sabonis. Led the NBA in rebounds this year. Quickly to Hurd. The Sabonis screen. Kick pass.
Ooh, it's probably didn't call it. So they let the referees letting these players play, man. Let them play. This is playoff basketball. You got to let these guys play. You can't just sit there and just like call a bunch of fouls. I take the fun out of the game. Let these guys get physical out there, man. He said LeVar made me believe in his sons. Oh yeah, LeVar. See LeVar. You know what? I'm glad you said that, man. LeVar made me believe in his sons too because when I first discovered the Ball brothers, I think I was watching like a YouTube video. I started seeing like this guy, like this light skinned bald headed dude. I was like, yo, this dude is funny as crap. Like, and I just started seeing people down in the comment section like, yo, why is he hyping his sons? I'm like, who is his sons? Like, and this is like way before he got on like the mainstream like media, like with ESPNs and Fox Sports, Undisputed, and stuff like that, etc. And I was like, bro, this dude is funny as hell. Like, I think he was on a TMZ interview, and they was interviewing him saying like, yo, if you take Lonzo Ball, put him on the Golden State Warriors, take Steph Curry off, like he was better than Steph Curry. I think that's how he went viral because he said his son was better than Steph Curry, and people went nuts. They went ham, and I was like, yo, this dude is funny, man. When you hear him talk, bro, like it's hilarious. Because I was in the thinking like, damn, who is this guy like talking junk? Like he was talking some crazy stuff, but it's funny. He's entertaining, man. And LeVar Ball tell you, man, he says it's all about entertainment at the end of the day. And when I started watching like Lonzo Ball play basketball when he was still at UCLA, I was like, yo, this dude, he could be like another like Jason Kidd or something like that. Like a more faster, not stronger, but just a little, quicker than Jason Kidd. And he likes to throw the ball out. He throws a lot of outlet passes. When you watch like Lonzo Ball play basketball, he throws a lot of outlet passes. He get that rebound. Somebody don't know. Somebody, if it's a wing or a guard, whoever, big man, he gonna kick it out to you. You gotta run when you play with Lonzo. So I did my research and studied, how LeVar Ball, got his sons to play ball and stuff like that. Man, watching Chino Hills basketball games, man, it was some fun games. I was like, yo, this is like fun. I remember I was telling my friends like, dog, I just discovered the Chino Hills off, and they like, what is Chino Hills? I was like, bro, look him up, man. We got to get on 2K. Mind you, it's a video game, so it's not going to be always accurate like how you play on like real life basketball. It's just like really up tempo basketball. Play good defense. Somebody go out with an outlet pass, score a bucket. Running and gunning. And that's how I became a fan of the Ball brothers because I just like how they play basketball. That style of basketball really is like nice to watch. Yeah, this game is pretty good. It's starting to get a little physical too. Got the fans chirping at the refs. That ain't nothing new.
Warriors up by 4. Green splits the screen. Wiggins up top and lays it home. Andrew Wiggins. Just outside to
Excuse me, yeah. It's been one of them Saturdays. I did an early stream today. I did a Knicks game. No, not a Knicks game. I did the Philadelphia Brooklyn Nets game. Philadelphia 76ers Brooklyn Nets game. And I went in and did some work, cooked some dinner, and then came back. Somebody the private chat. Steve Nash said I put that boy on Alonzo. Steve Nash. Hey, Steve Nash, man. I'm a big fan too, Steve Nash, man. He was one of my favorite players, if that's the real Steve Nash. I'm going to tell you my favorite players growing up watching. Obviously, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Steve Nash, Carmelo Anthony. And that's about it. Just those 4 players alone, man. Like, I grew up watching those 4 guys play. And you're probably going to be like, why Tim Duncan? Simple basketball. He's Mr. Fundamentals. And we had a 61-55 lead. Golden State heading to halftime.
Steph Curry and the Warriors looking to repeat as NBA champions. Curry with 10, Thompson
But
with 10.
yeah, Tim Duncan was my favorite players growing up. I like his game because it was so simple, and he played smart. And then that basketball, that ball move where they ran out there in Sacramento, not Sacramento, but San Antonio with Tony Parker and Ginobili, and then Greg Popovich leading the troops. Like, is a good coach, a good ball leader. You know, a good ball coach, man. That was interesting basketball, I should say, watching those San Antonio Spurs team. A lot of people say that was boring basketball, but if you're a basketball fan, you love to watch that. Just really good, disciplined basketball. My other favorite player was Carmelo Anthony. I like Melo. I like his game, his pull up game, face up. I'm talking about a dude that gave you some problems, man. Now defensively, he wasn't all that, but offensively, man, Melo was scary, man. Especially his Denver days and his early Knicks days was good too. But Melo was cold. Steve Nash, I like him. I'm a guy like that, built like a soccer player, not even from the States, coming in, small dude, giving dudes the work, night on night, night in, night out. They try to beat up on Steve Nash, but he was doing his thing, man. Man, I gotta give Steve Nash credit, man. As a really good player, bro. Like, I'm talking about, and he played soccer too. I think like he was a soccer guy playing basketball, and Kobe played soccer too. But Steve Nash was built to be a soccer player, just the way his size. He was small, and he just really swifty, and he facilitated. And he could shoot the three ball. He said Lonzo's like a more athletic Steve Nash who can outthink his opponents. Yeah. Yeah, Lonzo's not swifty like Steve Nash though. But and Lonzo plays defense. Like, he's a really good defender. And I think if Lonzo would have still if he could just stay healthy, man. No, ooh, Chicago be a better team. I'm just saying. He said my favorite players is Kobe, T Mac, KG, Shaq, Vince Carter, D Wade. Hey man, that's a solid list. T Mac. Now I wasn't a T Mac fan because I always thought he gave Kobe Bryant some problems. So I was like, damn, like, but them head-to-head matchups, man, back in the day was something serious. And then KG, KG was, he was a trash talker, man. He was a rival, like a Western Conference rival with the Lakers. He was on the Timberwolves, and he went over to, and joined that team, the Boston Celtics. Can't stand them. Shaq was my guy. I ain't gonna lie. To be honest with y'all, Shaq was one of my favorite players too. But when Shaq left, like the Lakers, and then he did that whole little diss track at a comedy show and started freestyle, I just kind of stopped liking Shaq. But Shaq, man, most dominant we ever seen play basketball. Vince Carter, man, lights out. Talking about dude can just you throw the ball up, he gonna catch it. You better get out the way because he gonna dunk it. Man, I'm telling you, he one of the best dunkers we have ever seen, bro. And he still played at a high level, somewhat as he got a little older, but he wasn't the same. But I'm like, this dude, like he's man, it'd have been nice to see Vince Carter win a championship. He almost got one, but and then D Wade, yeah, Flash. I remember when D Wade was called Flash. Basketball if you know that D Wade nickname. We came into the league was pretty fast dude. There's not a lot of guys that remind me of D Wade. Only player I can think of that reminds me of Dwayne Wade. You could say guys like Donovan Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox in a sense, but De'Aaron Fox is a point guard, and Donovan Mitchell is a shooting guard. But they kind of got like D Wade's kind of like younger days type of game, and D Wade was like, to me, D Wade is like the third best shooting guard of all time. But man, D Wade was cold, man. His knees kind of was giving up on him as he got a little older. Thankfully he had like LeBron James and Chris Bosh and company to help him get over the hump and win another championship or two. So he got 3 rings out of that. He said my favorite player: Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale, Bob Cousy, Larry Bird, Bill Russell, Jason Tatum, Isaiah Thomas. Hey Larry, bro, that's a good list too. Rob Parrish was a really good big man on them Celtics teams in the '80s. Kevin McHale, good wing man. I think he was like the second fiddle to like Larry Bird, so he's like the second option. And Bob Cousy was a really good point guard in like those '50s, '60s like Celtics. Larry Bird, one of the coldest white guys to ever play basketball. All time great, top 10, no pun intended. Bill Russell, man, long live Bill Russell. Came in the game, had to face adversity as a African American, you know, how they treated him and stuff like that with the whole segregation going on. So he kind of changed the game with that, you know, allowing a lot of players that are African American. And he was a really good big man at the time too. Jason Tatum, you know, he can be a great player for the Boston Celtics. He can put his name. He can get his jersey retired with the Celtics. He just gotta at least win a championship with them or two. He can get his name up there in the Raptors. Those Raptors, I should say. He said Isaiah Thomas. You talking about the Detroit Pistons, Isaiah, or you talking about little IT? I think their name is spelled differently, but they're both like Isaiah Thomas. I think if we talking about Zeke, we talking about like Detroit Pistons, Isaiah. I don't know about but if you talking about Zeke, man, I think offensively Zeke was probably better than Magic Johnson. I mean, because he can actually facilitate. Then he can shoot the ball like from the mid range, dribble pull up, and he was a really good defender in those '80s Pistons. But that's a good solid list though, man. You got a lot of Boston Celtic guys on there. I'm gonna give y'all a name of an honorable mention the player that we didn't talk about. Allen Iverson, y'all. Allen Iverson. I think he brought flavor and style and like swagger to the NBA. Now, if we just talking strictly numbers, Allen Iverson ain't really like efficiency is not all that good, but Allen Iverson changed the culture, man, as far as like bringing that swagger to the NBA. He was nice when Allen Iverson got it going, man. Allen Iverson was cool with it. I'm trying to tell y'all guys, man, like he was nice with it for sure. Magic Johnson, Kareem, Worthy, Scott, Showtime Lakers were the best. So fun to watch. Yeah, laid back. Yeah, Showtime Lakers were. Man, I said if I lived in that time, I still would have been a Lakers fan. Just how exciting! Like if you go back and watch like them games, even watching the full game, if you can find like the tapes and stuff, and I think they got some of the games on there, like on YouTube, and you can watch some games on like NBA.com. If you got like the little subscription, you can go back and watch old school games and just watching like the documentary, like the Showtime Lakers was just exciting to watch, man. And by the way, shout out to Byron Scott. He did an interview with one of my fellow YouTube friends, Big Baby Sports TV, and my boy Lakers World Order. They both had the interviews with Byron Scott. So, hey, I can't promise y'all this, but Byron Scott, I might be, try to, make some moves, man, behind the scenes to try to get a, interview with the Laker legend, man. Hopefully, I can't promise y'all that, but it'd be nice to talk to a Laker legend and Byron Scott. Iverson brought the gangster look to the NBA. Yeah, man, he brought that swagger, man. Like, we talking about practice. If you know, you know. We talking about practice. Yeah, that was my mom's favorite player when I was growing up, man. She always liked AI. And then once AI, he left the 76ers, she went on to become a Paul Pierce fan. I don't know why. But yeah, AI was her guy. She loved AI, man, playing. She was But the guys I grew up watching, Kobe Bean, Tim Duncan, Carmelo, and Nash. And then now, like my favorite player right now is Giannis Antetokounmpo. I just like his explosiveness, man. Like nobody's not doing it like him. Like people can discredit him saying he doesn't have a jumper, but he's still figuring out ways. And the way how the Milwaukee Bucks they're coming up with different game plans and schemes to get him, to score. And teams are trying to build a wall around to stop Giannis, and it ain't working. It ain't working whatsoever. You can limit Giannis, but you can't stop him. Yeah, Giannis, that's my guy. I like Giannis, man. He is special. And he very down to earth guy, very humble. You can just tell, like, he really cares about like his people. And if y'all go, if y'all got Disney Plus or whatnot, the little app where you can watch like old Disney movies and stuff and TV shows, and they always come out with different movies too, like Marvel movies. Giannis actually has a show called Rise. I mean, not a show; it's a movie called Rise, and it's talking about his upbringing and stuff. It's a biopic with his his brothers and stuff like that. Really good movie. It's some sad scenes, but it's a really good movie. Um, and I and Giannis, man, I thought Giannis was going to win the championship last year again. I thought he was going to run them back, but man, them boys in Beantown, man.
100% real. Good for 7 days.
He said he's like Shaq and Tim Duncan, so dominant. Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Like Duncan was not explosive, but he was very fundamentally sound. He had like a really good post game and a really great team player because he cared about team more than he cared about self. Now Tim Duncan was playing in today's game. It's a what if we never would know how he pan out to be, but just his leadership and taking those pay because remember the San Antonio Spurs was offering him like extensions and stuff, and he just took like pay cuts to keep a good team around him. So that's why I like Tim Duncan, man. Tim Duncan game was nice, and then Shaq, boy, Shaq was something else. I just think Shaq. Only thing with Shaq was I know he couldn't shoot free throws, but Shaq could at least worked on his defense a little bit though. But it's like you can't have it all. These players are still human. You think they like demigods or something like that. Shaq was the only player like on NBA Live that had like overall 100. The only player, the first and only player to have that overall. Like Shaq could have been the GOAT. Shaq could have been the GOAT. I just think if he would have stayed in shape and he wasn't like kind of immature in a sense, he could have been the GOAT. And no telling what him and Kobe Bryant would have done if they would have stayed, you know, teammates. We could say 6 NBA championships. Question mark. We could say 6 NBA championships. Could they be like the Scotty and MJ, the Lakers? 2.0. We may never know. We're never going to know. But man, Shaq and Kobe, they was something good to watch, boy. When I was a kid, I just remember watching like those games, with, like my uncle and my pops and stuff like that. Watching those games, like they just like, bro. I'm talking about we all locked in the living room, man. We eating dinner, we having like snacks and stuff, man. Kobe and Shaq. Kobe dish it out to Shaq, man, in the paint. Boom. Then they run that triangle offense and they get all set up and Shaq just in the post just waiting. If Shaq get double team, Kobe gonna come out, run the corner by the baseline, face up. That's a shot. As halftime is over, we finna get back into this game. Still got a 61-55 lead from Golden State.
Here comes the Kings in his first ever playoffs. presented by Starry. And the reigning champions officially defending their crown here in the playoffs. Mark Jones courtside with Doris Burke, Malika Andrews joining us in just a bit. Hey, Golden State got wonderful production from a couple of unlikely stars in that first half.
So Kevon Looney took one shot. He's 1 for 1, but he held the Sacramento Kings to 4 from 14 shooting. How do you affect the game without scoring? You do your job as a defensive player. And Andrew Wiggins changes the game for the Golden State Warriors. He's going to come off the bench again in the second half. But he now makes them look like legit title defending, big time problem Golden State Warriors.
Does he ever? In 14 minutes, 12 points in that first half.
Yes, I watch highlights of George Mikan. Very similar to Bill Russell and Kareem. Yeah, he was like, he's a Laker legend. And like that time when he was in Minneapolis, when the Los Angeles Lakers was in Minneapolis, before they transitioned over to the Los Angeles location, I'm playing in the Great Western Forum. Solid big man. He just got his jersey retired this season. You know, you watch those post-game films and stuff like that. It's a good you a student of the game, though, Rap God. You know, some people, they just like to discredit and they like to downplay, like, man, all those games are boring. I mean, it's interesting, I would say, to watch those games. You know, I know we all like excitement. You know, I thrive off excitement. I'm not even gonna lie. I live off of excitement. But you know, when they kind of like 90s basketball, 80s basketball, early 2000s or whatnot, 70s, it's good to just be a student of the game and learning the games. Everything has to evolve, even if it's music or is it, you know, clothing, anything, video games, what you name it. Things have to evolve. You know, a casual will only say, "Oh, that stuff is trash," but I don't discredit nobody, man. People have two different, you know, people are different. People got different point of views in life. As we got a 65, I'm sorry, 57 Golden State lead. This is looking like a good game, y'all. I'm going to keep saying it. This is going to be a good series. It looks like it's getting pretty chippy. It's getting pretty chippy right now. I ain't going to lie.
He never stops. Aaron Fox gets some assistance, gives it up, gonna keep moving. Look at the ground.
Man, you can hear them cowbells. That sounds like Sacramento, man. Just like the old days. Just like the old days. Man, Kobe and Shaq hated those fans. I'm not even gonna lie. For you to moon a fan base, yeah, there's some tension between the players and the fans. But I know the game everybody looking forward to, the Lakers and Memphis Grizzlies game.
Lead of the ball game at 10. Brown makes the call from the sidelines off the stagger. It's Fox. Herder off the pin. And Thompson with the board. One and done for Sacramento. Returns are on time. Working against Murray. Clay wasn't expecting the pass, and here's Sabonis off the turnover. Back to Fox. One more to Barnes for three. He left it short. Comes right to De'Aaron Fox.
Sacramento just got to keep playing their game. Keep attacking. Don't try to outshoot Golden State. You can't outshoot these guys. Golden State is the product of a three-point shooting team, and everybody's trying to predicate their game like them. So you can't just come out there and try to shoot threes like Golden State. They have the players for that. They like to play mind games with you. So I say De'Aaron Fox, keep attacking, keep going to the hole, keep playing your game. Don't force anything. If you got a wide open shot, take it. But don't try to force it. Let the game come to y'all. because this is still a scary team. I know they had like one of the most they're like one of the worst road teams in NBA history, but playoffs they can be different. They can be dangerous when healthy. He said, "What if Adam Morrison didn't have health issues and injuries? I believe he would have been an all-star." Yeah, he probably been a starter for the Lakers. Well, he probably like a six man or something like that because he was a really good player in college. I remember he played at Gonzaga, man. That dude was nice, boy. I shouldn't thinking like, yo, this old man out there playing college basketball. Mind you, I was a kid, so I didn't really know no better. It's just me just being ignorant. I was like, yo, it's like an old man out there playing basketball. He's like an old dude playing with like college kids, knowing that he was a college kid himself. Like, he had long hair, he had a mustache. Adam Morrison could have been nice. I remember he got drafted to the Charlotte Bobcats. He ended up going to the Lakers, and man, I think he was like a power forward too. So he probably would have been like in the starting lineup with the Lakers. We're talking about a bench warmer though. He said the Warriors are like the Spurs have such high IQ. They do. And that's the thing, like people gotta remember, like if you really study the game, you know that Steve Kerr is a product of Greg Popovich and Phil Jackson. So he gonna get them guys going. Like Steve Kerr is what they call the golden boy. So he knows the ins and outs of how to win games as a coach. Because he can get himself in that Hall of Fame legendary coach status in the near future. Because if you look at like Golden State offense, they kind of run like some triangle sets with like motion weak. It is more like a hybrid up tempo kind of offense. With those guys that got good IQ, they can. I still think they can beat anybody. Now, the way to beat Golden State, you can be physical with them because they have some weaknesses in their games, but they don't have that many weaknesses. I think if you just limit them from shooting threes, you can beat them, but you can't beat them at their own game. But yeah, you're right, bro. They definitely got that Spurs kind of like high IQ of basketball. They're kind of similar to the Spurs, but just more exciting, I would say. Up tempo.
Against the Kings, it looks like it's going to go against Sabonis.
All year, the story for the Golden State Warriors has been the home road splits. The absurd.
Because they kind of play like an early offense.
And they struggle to get anything together on the road. You said it. They're looking opposite an offense that has
It was a 4-point game. Sorry if I'm yawning, y'all. I'm just a little sleepy right now. I'll probably mute my mic next time I get the urge of yawning again.
Starting to heat up a little bit there to look at his wife, Reese. And their new baby, just a couple of months old.
Baby De'Aaron Fox is at the game. That little baby don't know what's going on, man. He just know he's just there with a bunch of strangers and strange people. I'll take that back. He said Parker and Ginobili could have been the franchise players, but sacrificed so much for team success. Yeah, they could have. They could have been on different teams, somewhere else. But they wanted to win, and that's why I said like as a true leader of a team, everybody got to buy in. And I think them seeing the leadership of Tim Duncan is the reason why they wanted to sacrifice so much for the team's success, because they wanted to win, and they got championships out of it. They got multiple championships out of it. Tim Duncan got 5. He came in the game and got a championship. So
brand new Kentucky Fried Chicken Nuggets. You've never had nuggets like these.
I'm gonna pull over and stretch my legs.
I think he was supposed to keep left there. What is this place?
But yeah, man, that's a good point, man. I ain't think of that. They could have been franchise players.
Vortex of Turkey. This is where I live now. You could save a ton with Progressive by bundling your boat or RV with your home and auto.
Your morning coffee. Hot, delicious, comforting. But by the third or fourth cup, your stomach might not feel so good. If that sounds like you, replace your afternoon cup with 5-Hour Energy. It's perfect for when you're feeling coffeeed out. Coffee in the morning, 5-Hour Energy after. Your stomach will thank you. Discover 5-Hour Energy.
At Honda, hybrid is more than fuel efficiency. It means sporty and fun to drive.
Yeah, I'm looking at something real quick, y'all. Trying to look at something. I might have to step away for a sec to go grab something.
No wonder it made Car and Driver's 10 Best list for the 37th time. The all-new 2023 Accord Hybrid.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or broadcast or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the
Yeah, rap guy, man. I'm gonna be right back. I got the scoreboard right here.
Sunday Night Baseball has the defending champion Houston Astros taking on the Texas Rangers.
I mean, you don't have to stay in that, man. I just gotta go do something real quick, man. Just real fast. Hate to leave the stream. All right, y'all. I am back. Sorry that took too long. Had to go take care of some business, man. As we got a 86-81 Golden State lead. As it is at the tail end of the third quarter. As we almost head into the fourth quarter. It's a close game. We got a 5-point game, yo. He said R. Kelly, a legend. Yeah, he's a legend. Don't like his decisions with outside of music, but he a legend though, for sure. But he said Warriors have a full control. Yeah, they have. And that's why I told y'all earlier, and I told you earlier, man, I was like, go to state, they play mind games. This is what they do. This is Golden State. Like, they don't play around, man. This is the Kings. It's the first time in the playoffs. I know the atmosphere is crazy right now in Sacramento, but Golden State has played in some hostile environments before, so. But we still got a whole nother quarter left in this game. See how these guys, how they pan out.
Golden State's a team that has at times had ball security issues. They can put a 15-0 run on you quick, and they can also get loose with the basketball at times and open a window. So keep hanging tough with your Sacramento.
This year, frequently squandered leads. There's Fox working against Poole. Mitchell from the corner. Rims out, tipped up. Lyles working the glass. Trey Lyles makes it.
Trey Lyles has to be the unsung hero of this game. Well, I should say these playoffs.
Steve makes the call. Wiggins on top against Lyles. Slams on the brakes. Big time crossover and floater. And Fox corrals the loose ball.
And the size of Howard Sutton making the difference there.
Out top, one more to Fox. And his feet say all day line at the seams.
Yeah, E40 in the building, man. E40. Ooh. E40 got some classics. I ain't gonna say some. He got a lot of classics. It's a legend.
As both he and Davion Mitchell careen to the floor.
As Davion Mitchell and Jordan Poole collided, looks like Jordan Poole's a little shaken up.
Trying to use his elites.
He looks okay so far. You know, when you collide with other players, man. That's some contact right there.
Course of derisive chants showering down on the officials here. Great to play basketball back in this basketball crazy city again. Jordan Poole knocks down the first free throw. Curry getting a breather on the bench. He's got 17 for the Warriors.
He's 3 for 8.
And we got a 1-point game.
Thompson has got 3 threes. He did Chelsea last night. That last game in Fox 3 is the first 3 made by the starters of the Sacramento Kings.
Which is off track for them because they finished in the top 10 this year.
First in 3-point makes, first in attempts, and second in percentage. Like, that's unusual. This is outside the norm for this team.
Fox working against Payton. Under a minute to go. 40 seconds. Poole switches on to Fox. Cross court to Lyles. He's been hot and stays out.
Man, Trey Lyles been hot all game. You definitely got to keep him in the game. He could very well be that. He could very well be the X factor in this series. Somebody that can come off the bench and just be lights out.
And they'll run it down and settle for the last shot. One makes the goal. And the crossover spins by Wiggins.
Man, Monk, bro, I tell you something else. The new age Bobby Brown is what some people call him.
They're going to reset the clock. But the Kings have regained the lead. Their first lead since 44-42. Thompson, big three, took his corner. Hold on one side of the microphone is yours. This presentation of the NBA Playoffs continues after this message and word from our ABC station.
Dominic Toretto. This is your last ride.
Boy, it's getting good, man. Really, really good. As we got a 91 lead, Sacramento Kings. 1 point lead heading into the fourth quarter. The Kings fans say light the beam if we get this win. We shall see. We got 12 minutes left. Fourth quarter. Man, chat, we got to keep it. Hey, chat. Shout out to the chat, man. People that came through in the chat, man. So make sure y'all like that video, by the way, man. Like the stream up.
With 3 whole episodes, including the shocking season finale. Your dog is obsessed with me, Trev. You have a lid roller. New Will Trent, Tuesday 10, 9 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
This is a 2023 Nissan Pathfinder. With 7 4x4 drive modes, you can take on the trails and make a clean getaway from all things basic. The 2023 Nissan Pathfinder.
Dang, I just saw some news, man. That's crazy, man. Something is definitely in the air.
Come on in. We're so glad you're here. Looking for one of our most capable Ford SUVs? We got you covered. Spacious interiors, innovative tech, and rugged good looks. Our wide selection of inventory is moving fast, so drive home a new Ford SUV today. Yeah, we got you covered. Now, get select Ford SUVs with 0% financing for 60 months. Plus, take advantage of complimentary premium care offers.
Rochelle Dean and Doug Curran, weeknights on ABC Columbia Youth.
Kwame Brown was a beat. Yeah, he was.
Brought to you by Casamigos.
Him, Jermaine O'Neal.
Third quarter was a terrific game. Steph Curry.
A lot of bigs coming out of high school. They were really good high school and college, man.
He's got 17, but the Kings have reclaimed the lead. The fourth quarter.
I know.
And it's next on ABC.
Stacy! Love the sizzle of this promposal.
Yeah, Kwame, man.
Sparks are gonna fly.
I just hate how his career panned out for him. But like I always say, man, stuff happens, man. He could have been really good, like, in the NBA. I think he just ended up on the wrong team. He just ended up on a bad spell, man, for him playing in Washington. Like Michael Jordan and my fault, y'all.
The spicy crispy chicken sandwich should have been named the spicy McCrispy all along.
Like you got Michael Jordan, he playing and then you end up going with playing in LA with Kobe Bryant. Like playing with players that expect a lot out of you, and that pressure is just not easy. The lights be too bright for some of these players, but You know, I think we just be so high critical of these players, man. Like, people call him a bust. I think Quan Brown's a good guy, though, man. I've actually, got the pleasure of speaking to him one time. Really nice guy, man. I think he just got a lot of stuff that's built up that, he got a lot of stuff to say and get off his chest.
Just aggressively goes against Trey Lyles. I like the hard foul. Trey Lyles really likes the hard foul. Well response by De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron's playing his first playoff game, folks. He's in his 6th year. His team looked like it might be in a little bit of trouble against the defending champs. All that experience on the other side. He starts the quarter unbelievably hot, goes for 14, and then he gets some help from Trey Lyles shot taking. Just a tremendous response by Sacramento.
Here's the one that said, "We win. These fans will show up." Well, they have, and the fans have. Mitchell out front.
But that's crazy. I seen an interview, man. Malika Andrews was telling like Steph Curry, like when they'll think it'll be like the tail end of like the Warriors dynasty and stuff. And he said this is kind of like the last dance, feel like, and like fans was going at her in the comment section, like y'all got to come up with different phrases and stuff. Like y'all got to be original. She said, "I'm open to ideas." They on her head right now in the comments on her Instagram. As we got a 98-94 Sacramento Kings lead, and Steph Curry is on the bench. It looks like Steve Kerr might have to gonna get him back in this game, or Golden State might be in trouble. Jordan Poole, man, that was just an ill-advised shot that you pull up. Man, these Kings done figured, hey, they done found a way to come back in this game, y'all. But it ain't over. It ain't over, y'all.
So De'Aaron Fox gonna get downhill. Often enough to make you feel a cushion. He just sticks the three.
Fox down the free throw. 5-0 backcourt. Bringing law and order to fourth tonight for Sacramento. Good friends out of the University of Kentucky. Largest lead of the ball game for Sacramento now with 5. Steph Curry stood outside on Steve Kerr's bench. Here's Poole. Bringing over to DiVincenzo for 3. Knocks it home.
Got a 4-point game. Close game. Yeah, it is a close game, bro. Salute the guy by the 803. What up, bro? What's going on with you, man? You watching the game? I can send you a link to the game if you need it, bro. Or if you want to come up on the panel, you can. If you want, I'll drop that link again if y'all want to come on and chop it up with you, boy. If not, that's cool. Just let me know if you need a link to the game. If not, yeah, De'Aaron Fox is him. Yeah, he is him. Like I said earlier, man, De'Aaron Fox, he just got to play his game. Like they can't just like the Kings can't just come out here and just try to like outshoot Golden State. They got to come up with some form of identity like themselves. Are you watching on the 5? Appreciate the link. Oh, no problem, bro. I don't know if you still had that link or not, bro. We got somebody coming in.
The goat in this bitch. What's that?
What's good with you, bro?
Let me see. Hold on. I gotta turn my TV down.
Hey, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's going on, man?
Nothing much. You know what I'm saying? I had to pop in right quick.
Hey, dog, this is looking crazy, dog. Like, bruh, like I said earlier, dog, Sacramento got to play their game. They can't out here shooting like Golden State because they look. They got the shooters, but you ain't got Golden State shooters.
Yeah,
Like
you
you
ain't
don't
got to
have a
go to state.
you ain't got Curry, you ain't got Clay, you ain't got Jordan Poole. I mean, you got a Keegan Murray, you got a Trey Lyles, which I think, bro, we got, bro. Salute to Trey Lyles, bro. He kept these dudes in this game, though, bro. Like Trey Lyles need to get he need to get the game ball tonight, and De'Aaron Fox because Sabonis kind of struggled tonight. Let me look at this. Let me look at the stats so far because I know from looking at it from watching the game, it looked like Sabonis ain't really. I mean, he had a couple boards. I feel like that was like key boards, but he wasn't really
Nah, he
hitting on that.
struggling. Yeah, he been
Yeah, he,
struggling.
yeah, he been
So
struggling all game.
probably would have been a blowout if he wasn't struggling.
Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at the stats. So yeah, man, Sabonis is he got 10 points. You gotta have a better game than that, Sabonis, bro. You the second leader of the team, and you got 11 rebounds, which I think that's important.
He
You
can
shot
get
0 for 1.
contributing.
Yeah, he contributing. He'll bounce back second game. I mean, he shot 4 for 15 from the field goal, so he had like a bad night. Matt Barnes, I mean, not Matt Barnes. Harrison Barnes got 8 points. He shot 0 for 2 from the three.
That boy
Uh,
Divac in the house. Okay.
Keegan Murray, yeah, man. Yeah, the Aaron Fox got 28. Trey Lyles got 16. Yeah, man, it look like Trey Lyles might be the unsung hero this playoff, this series right here in particular because dog, bro, he shot 4 for 6 from the 3-point line. So he only missed 2 threes. That's actually kind of good for them. You need somebody to come out the bench that can keep you in this game. I mean, he shot 6 from 8, so most of his points came from the 3-point line. Uh, who else we got? We got Alex Lynn. He got what 4 points, 7 rebounds. And he doing all right. Malik Monk. Shout out to Malik Monk. He got 24 points, 2 for 3 from the 3-point. He got 1 rebound. He's 7 for 9 from the field goal. He played 20 minutes. So yeah, Malik Monk, Trey Lyles, and De'Aaron Fox. They all three get the game ball tonight, man. He
What that
said Matt
boy
Barnes played for Sacramento. Yeah, he did. What happened?
what that boy Looney at? He don't play no more?
Yeah, he played. Yeah, I think they put him on the bench. Like I think he ain't really getting no minutes tonight. Matter of fact, is he out? Hold on, did he get injured or something? Because I don't see him. Like
Iggs Wiggins of Andrew.
man, this shit gonna come down. Oh, let me not cuss, but it's gonna come down to the wire, bro.
Telling you. Got money on go to state. That's my last leg. I need it.
Oh, you got some money on Golden State?
Yes, sir. Last leg. I did the whole all the games today correctly. Just need this last one.
Yeah, I think only way Golden State they got to put the ball in Andrew Wiggins' hand. Like you got to. I mean, you can't bank on like Kaminga just to go out there and be your leading scorer. Like he got to just be like a really good ball stopper. Like he can play really good defense. But yeah, Kevin Looney probably not gonna play the rest of this game. They might use him just for size. That's if this game go to overtime. It looked like it's a game that can go to overtime.
Right now they need it because everybody's shooting shots. They can out rebound by freaking Trey Lyles.
Trey Lyles, bro, the unsung hero.
That's a foul. You watching the game?
Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
Let me turn this down a little bit more.
Try to do the commentary, man. With the peoples. Appreciate you coming through though, bro. Trying to then get my live. Gotta get my YouTube up, man.
I had to come through. I'm like, this is a good game. The last game was kind of boring. Like, that game.
Somebody Cavs game.
The Celtics.
Yeah, that game was trash. I was going to go live for that game, but I just was like, man, something was telling me like the Celtics was going to beat these dudes. They was just going to like walk them boys down. Like that game probably that series probably going to go to game 4. I can see the Celtics. They might sneak out a game, maybe in Atlanta, but I think going the Boston Celtics are going to get them dudes up out the way.
Yeah, 5.
They kind of got a little shaky in the fourth quarter against the Hawks. But man, Trey Young, bro, he got to play. He got to be a better leader, man.
Like that. Boy, Trey Young, he good. I just feel like he hit his peak, in my opinion. He ain't getting no better.
Yeah, I think he just probably need like a new scenery. Honestly,
Yeah.
Atlanta might not be for him. Like he probably need to go to like a bigger market. I don't know, but I don't see him going to like no New York when they already got some guards out there. They kind of guard heavy in New York. I mean, you got what's his name, R.J. Barrett. You got Jalen Brunson.
I mean, you ain't gotta go to a
Emmanuel
big
quickly,
market.
like
You can go to a little market. Go to Milwaukee.
with Trey Young and Milwaukee. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. You kind of losing defense if they do a trade because I did see that the Atlanta Hawks was like monitoring him to like looking to trade him, but Milwaukee, man, I don't know. Trey Young and Milwaukee, it's like you losing defense because they're gonna ask for a lot back.
Oh yeah, true.
Like you already got Drew Holiday, which is a veteran. He played good defense. He's probably, he's an all-star. So he said Brunson and Trey have comparable skills. Yeah, they do. Their skill sets is kind of the same. Now Trey Young can shoot the 3-ball better than him, but mid-range, I think Jalen Brunson he can go to the rack, and he's not scared. He actually got heart too. Trey Young, I don't, he got heart too, but it's like Trey Young, he's gonna take more outside shots than more inside shots compared to like Jalen Brunson. But their games is somewhat similar. I mean, they're little guys, so but yeah, to my boy Larry, like Trey Young, I don't know. Milwaukee, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it Milwaukee. Maybe Minnesota. They could probably try to, figure out a trade in Minnesota. You can, I don't know. Utah, he need to be somewhere like in the West. Honestly, I think Trey Young fits like a West. San Antonio, that'd be a good fit. I know this is Greg Popovich, like possibly his last season as a head coach. He's looking to retire, but if Greg Popovich was like his coach, he'd be more of a disciplined player. You need somebody like a coach like that coaches and manages egos. Shoot, I don't know, man. Trey Young to New Orleans. You can move CJ McCollum. If you want to keep Zion, if you want to make him happy, keep him happy, you gotta get like another star out there. I think Trey Young and Zion can be a good little pairing. So we're talking about like a dominant force like him that he's a good lob threat. If he's healthy, man, Zion causes problems. And Trey Young causes problems as well, too. He can shoot from deep. But man, we'll see, man. We'll see. As we got a 1-point lead, 103-102. Go to State trailing by a point to the Sacramento Kings. As the fan base say, light the beam. Man, it's crazy. This is really crazy, man. Sacramento Kings is in the playoffs, bro. In what world, bro?
Kings lead it to 2. Barnes will bring it into the front court. Miles, Fox, Lynn, and Moore. Barnes on the drive, reverse layup, no good. Knocked out of bounds. It'll come back the other way to Golden State with Wiggins and Looney set to come into the ball game for the Warriors. Green will take a seat along with Dante DiVincenzo.
But how y'all feeling tonight, man? Y'all had a good day, man. Let me know, chat, if y'all had a good day. If y'all enjoying these playoffs.
One of the major storyline stories of this game so far is the fact that Sabonis is just 4 of 15 from the field, but has yet another double-double. He led the league in that.
Man, let me know, y'all. Y'all had a good day. I had a good day.
Working against Len. Whistle and he walked with it. Let's have a look at the upcoming playoff schedule. ABC has the Lakers Memphis tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. Then TNT at 5:30 has Miami, Milwaukee, Clippers, Phoenix, Minnesota at Denver. For more of these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app.
You feel much better about
You said I had a good day. That's what's up, man. I'm glad you had a good day, man. That's all that matters, you know. It's gonna be some good days, there's gonna be some bad days, but it's always great, man. You can always remember those good days. Yeah, I heard something about Jamie Foxx. Yeah, he has some. I think they said he's recovering though, from what I heard from his family. But he had like a stroke a couple of days ago. I didn't know anything about it until like the next day. So, yeah, that's like a cause of concern, man. Jamie Foxx, man, like just came out of nowhere. I didn't really know the news. And, you know, Jamie Foxx is one of my favorite artists slash comedians slash. You know, you name it, man. He's a jack of all trades, man. As a celebrity, actors, man. You can call him a pianist, singers, whatever. I mean, I heard. I hope he's, you know, recovering, man. A praise to Jamie Foxx and a praise to his family. You know, I know they're concerned and they're, you know, they're worried. So, Jamie Foxx, get better, bro.
I feel like he might get louder before the end of the game.
As we have a tie ball game, man, this is getting crazy, y'all. This is when coaching matters, though. We finna see who's gonna come out on top. Game one. Nobody saying they can't get it going. That doesn't go in.
That's the second team foul against the Wolves.
Yeah, man. Prayers to Jamie Foxx, man. Prayers to Jamie Foxx.
From the outset of this game, Malik Monk has been
Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross,
he's just
Little Benita.
between the lines and fought score.
He struggled. Back in his time with
Man, that Jamie Foxx show was a good show, man. That one of my favorite TV shows.
whistling a foul force, so we have an illegal screen. An offensive foul. Monk says that if it weren't for assistant coach in Charlotte, Jake Triano, who's on the staff right now here with him in Sacramento, Monk says he would have lost his mind there if it weren't for Triano. Wiggins with the miss. Bonds on the push. Steps through, got it.
As we got a Sacramento lead, 107-105. Man, the fans is going crazy right now in Sacktown. It's a party in Sacramento. Shout out to the Sacramento Kings fan base.
These caramel cold brew M&Ms are like M&Ms with a coffee shop vibe.
Maybe too much of a coffee shop vibe.
This next one is about the importance of friendship, so I'm going to maintain eye contact while I sing it.
Oh boy.
Taco Bell. Man, I used to eat Taco Bell all the time, man, when I was growing up. I love Taco Bell. I just don't eat it no more. Like, it is something that you like, okay, let's go grab something to eat. And then somebody said, let's go get Taco Bell. Like, no disrespect to any Taco Bell fans out there. I just don't eat Taco Bell. Um, there's some fire stuff on the menu, but they don't really give you like a lot of servings and stuff like that, how they used to.
They know how to win in every
Sorry about that, chat, man. I had a phone call. Man, we got a 1 point lead. As Klay Thompson hits that three, I tell you, man, Klay Thompson ain't nothing to mess with, man. He dangerous, yo.
in every series they played in. The road game, one road game. That's massive.
Fox had it knocked away, retrieves it, 7 on the shot clock. Was fouled by Wiggins.
Oh man, I think that was a foul call or not.
Against the Warriors, it'll be sidelined out of bounds. Golden State, Sacramento. Brown makes the call from the sideline.
We've got anticipation on the floor at Gary Payton. Inbound this cleanly.
Here's Sabonis. Walk off the next screen by Sabonis. Just a 15-footer. We have a loose ball foul underneath against Payton. That's the 4th team foul now against the Warriors.
If you can kill my Sabonis, you can hang your head if you haven't played well. You went off the floor and you were kind of shaking your head no the last time. You don't stop playing because you haven't shot the ball well. His willingness to go to the glass gets them in the...
He goes under the screen. Fox. Warriors and prolific in the 4th quarter. De'Aaron Fox up to 33. Curry back to the other end. Moody hands it off to Klay Thompson. Made the last 3. That's 2 in a row in the 4th.
Salute, DJ. I see you, bro.
Warriors take a 1-point lead.
We know Klay's history for big shot making.
That might be my future co-host, y'all, man. So y'all be on the lookout. DJ 23. Y'all go subscribe to the homie, bro, channel. Hey, dog, this is a crazy game, bro. This is a close game. This is gonna come down to who won it the most. Man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man, for your boy. This is crazy right now, man. Man, as Bleak Munt hits those free throws, man. The new age Bobby Brown.
Brown got his team. He employed his team to play with more pace. Smart knocks down.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Klay is now feeling himself. He's 5 for 12 from 3. You gotta try to...
Hey, DJ, if you want to hop in, you can, bro. I got the link. I don't know if you see the link or not. That's if you want to, bro. You don't got to. But man, this is crazy right now, man. I look just like I envisioned this was going to be a good series. Because if anybody that knows basketball, know this is going to be a good series. I'm looking forward to game 2 right now. Dog, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. Man. This is kind of like the student and the teacher going at it. Like, I repeat, this is like the student and teacher going there because the Kings might be on the rise, man. And, if they keep this team around, they can. They're playing for something. They definitely playing for something right now. As we got a 3-point lead, Sacramento Kings lead against the Golden State Warriors.
23. Knocks down the first free throw.
As we got a 5-point lead, y'all. Shout out to Malik Monk, man. The new age Bobby Brown. That was a foul on Curry. They didn't even give a foul on Curry. They fouled him. They hit him on the back of his head. They didn't call it.
Here's Green. Thompson up the screen. Good show by Sabonis, and a foul going to go.
Yeah, they're already in the bonus.
Yeah,
Kevin Herter, it looks like.
he pulled him down. You're so afraid of the three-point shooting. Herter's got to get some assistance from Sabonis. But I love Mike Brown told Malika, we've got to go. And Mark, they single possession. They have now scored 7 straight by staying aggressive and keeping it.
Remember this. As Looney applied the silencer temporarily to the sellout crowd at Golden Lumps. Reigning champs only won 11 road games during the regular season this year. They won 11-30, but Looney knocked down 2. And the lead is at 3. Wiggins trying to stick Fox. They run a little pistol 5 action here. Sabonis got downhill and it's knocked out of bounds and will stay Sacramento ball. 14 to go on the shot clock.
Oh, man.
Crowd reacted to what they thought was
Excuse me.
on the wrist on Sabonis.
Here's Barnes. Who's had a quiet after.
That Giannis crazy.
Let's the 3 go. There's your answer. To 13 for the game. Curry. Wonderful hezzy. Driving bucket.
I'm surprised they didn't give Curry that foul, though. As we got a minute and 43 seconds left on the clock with a 4-point lead from Sacramento Kings. As the fans say, light the beam.
And this is just absurd from the reigning MVP of the finals. The hesitation, crossover, right by and the ridiculous finish. Come on, stop it, please.
It's 25. This is fun. Looney out front. Carter got hit with a screen, but recovers.
And handled that split action well just there, Mark.
Sabonis at the touch. Clay pulls. Green with the offensive rebound over Barnes. Wiggins for 3. Sabonis with the rebound. Kings up by 4 with the ball. 1:40 to play. Fox off the drag screen. Pulls it out against Thompson. You're taking out this do-it-yourself kit. Fox with the hezzy. Floating! And he tries to hit.
You know, seeing an incredible guard from both sides. De'Aaron Fox is in his 6th year. These are the first 48 minutes of playoff action. You've said it. He's him. Cross. Absorb the
He's him.
Get yourself to the free throw line. One of his greatest assets is his speed. When his handle is tight and he can get where he wants to go.
As Golden State, they got to figure out something game 2. They got to come up with a better game plan. I can see them winning the next game. They're just not going to let these, the Sacramento Kings team just beat them up like that. I mean, the game ain't even over yet. Anything can happen. Anything is possible. But he said, well, Darko misunderstood as a player. Come on, Darko Milicic. I mean, yeah, he was like a European guy. Just a guy that nobody really. I guess you could say that because he didn't really play for long.
He makes it a
quick with Steph.
Man, this series can go to 6, y'all.
Coming up by 2, Monk on the blow by. Got into the paint and got fouled. Got Draymond Green over Wiggins. Boy, Malik Monk has been fearless. Relentless.
Yeah, Malik Monk, he just
Fox told him to go. So Harrison Barnes has drawn this assignment for much of this fourth quarter. Steph gets all the separation he needs. You're anticipating the drive.
as the former teammates go head to head. Steph Curry, man, he just flight reacts is Steph Curry, man. Look at Curry, man. Yeah, we got 50 Cent in the building, man. Shout out to 50 Cent. It's another legend, man. Y'all gotta watch that Power, man. That Power, that's a good show. I gotta catch up on it though. I ain't missed. I ain't watched the last season though.
And if you want to keep the beard, use King C Gillette, a lineup of products designed to cleanse, soften, trim, and style for your best beard. Gillette, the best a man can get.
I have a surprise for you.
I have a surprise for you.
What? Let's say it at the same time.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
I booked a cabin
Free cancellation on most days.
That's good too.
Booking.
But yeah, man, I think he was misunderstood.
Everybody else here, if you need parts, eBay Motors ensures a guaranteed fit. Hey, Dave.
Yep. Wait,
How are those new wipers?
they're small.
Just go to eBay Motors where the check is a guaranteed fit. That's right.
All right, man. All right, man. All right, man. I'm back. I'm back again. Dang. Got a 3-point lead, y'all. Yeah, Fox, he got fouled on that. That definitely was a foul. As the fans are chirping at Steph Curry and the Warriors.
I understand what he was thinking. You're trying to change the path to keep that clock dwindling. But that's a foul.
Knox knocks down the first to make it a one-possession game still. He's got 15 points in this fourth quarter. Folks, if you're watching Sacramento for the first time, you are getting a wonderful snapshot of what De'Aaron Fox has been doing all season long.
Man, if anybody put any parlays out on De'Aaron Fox, man, y'all done made y'all some good money tonight.
There's 1 for 2. It's still a one-possession game.
LOL.
Picked him up. And Curry finishes with the left. Curry with another bucket. makes the call first. Slams on the brakes over Wiggins, a little bit strong. Loose, it comes out to Monk. They get another opportunity. 27 seconds to go. Peyton on Fox. Shots attacking, spins, fires. Missed badly. Golden State with the ball, down by just one. 16 seconds to go for Curry. They're going to let him play. Thompson drives, kicks it out. Wiggins for the lead. Loose ball, rebounded by Sabonis. Down court, Monk. 2.9 on the foul. Wiggins had a chance.
Paul Walker was great in Fast and Furious trilogy. Yeah, man. R.I.P. to Paul Walker, man. He was a really good actor. He was really good on that movie. Like, I like the first and second one. The second one, like the Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, was like my favorite Fast and Furious movie. I think that's the best one out of all of them. Tyrese a jack of all trades. He can do it all. He's like Jamie Foxx. Dude is like hilarious. He can sing, rap, act. He can do it all. The man of many talents.
Steve Kerr already with his chalkboard drawing one up. Malika perfect 14 for 14 from the free throw line. Sacramento leads by 3. Warriors ball when we come back. What a finish coming up.
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions, homemade pasta, cheers to us, and ice cold Coke.
Wingstop has 12 flavors of chicken sandwich. In my day, we had one flavor of chicken. Now they have a garlic parmesan, a mango habanero, and a lemon pepper. Give me the flavor at Wingstop.
When we were a motorized bicycle, they said that's fine for the streets, but you'll never win a race. They said motorcycles are one thing, but you can't make cars. All right, you're a car company, but you won't win Formula One in a hybrid. Well, you'll never compete off-road. What about when there is no road, no gas? They've challenged us to do a lot of things. What will we do next? On the power of dreams.
Sacramento Kings potentially 2.9 seconds away from lining the feed.
You know, normally you're thinking off the gas, you want to foul. You know, Golden State, if they feel that in any way, are going to try to get it to their side.
The finish line, but of course,
Necessarily try to dribble, right? Because you don't want to give the opportunity to foul you.
it's a quick catch and shoot here. Davion Mitchell on step Curry. Thompson, they switch it. Curry got it off. And he misfired.
It's game, yo. It's ball game.
And the Sacramento Kings prevail. They vanquish the reigning champs. Their first playoff win in almost 17 years.
Boy, this is going to be a great, great series. I wonder what Draymond going to talk about in his podcast tonight. I'm really looking forward to his podcast on the volume. I'm looking forward to it, y'all. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to chop it up for like 8 more minutes with y'all. That's about it. I'm going to get off at like 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Excuse me.
Only one player has had more points than you did tonight in their playoff debut. What did you channel for this performance?
I mean, this being my first playoff game, I wanted to know what the physicality would be like. And the first half, I kind of had to get adjusted to it. In the second half, I got a rhythm. My teammates continued to give me a
I just want to give a shout out to Big Ox, Bobby from the Player's Choice. I know he's excited right now. He's probably lit. I don't know if he's at the game, but he's a big Sacramento Kings fan. He's from out there. Shout out to him, man. Light the beat. As the Kings pull out Game 1, we got a 1-0 series. Hey, the next game, I believe it's Monday. I gotta look at the schedule again. I be forgetting these games how they schedule. Cause used to tell them they get like 2 days off or 3 days off. It all depends on how the series go. Cause sometimes they'll mix it up and have them play like in 2 days or whatnot. Now they're about to light the beam.
Six 1,000-watt lasers piercing the atmosphere over Sacramento.
Okay, yeah, they play Monday. That's game 2. That's at 10 o'clock. That'll be in Sacramento.
The Kings win 126 to 123 as they take a 1-0 lead in the best-of-7 series. Coming up next, your local news over most of these ABC stations. Before playoff action spot on ABC, Lakers Grizzlies at 3 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, man.
Andrews, I'm Marshall, folks. Thanks for watching the NBA playoffs on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
That was a crazy game and a crazy atmosphere.
Ball was our life. My brother and I were unstoppable. Or so we thought. Is that going to be okay?
We're not kidding.
No matter what, you're a net.
What y'all think about that game, man? Rat guy, if you in here still. That was a good game, y'all. That was a really good game. Man, this is gonna come down to who wanted the most. I think Sacramento, they got a lot to prove. Golden State really got really prove anything. I think they just still want to hang on to like that dynasty that they had for so long, and they still very well can win it all. But man, Sacramento, that's a good little team, man. They got a really good team. I wouldn't be surprised if I see him in the finals, though. I enjoyed it too, bro. He said Ricky Rubio was underrated. Yeah, he is. He's a really good. I think before his injuries, he really was a really good underrated point guard. He probably could very well get like a max contract on the team. He could have been like a franchise player, but those injuries, man. Once you get injured, and then you started like slowing down, and you're not, namely the player for a franchise team, like to be a franchise player on an organization. So man, but this was a good game, Rap Guy Reloaded, man. I appreciate you, man, chopping up with you, bro. I'm probably head out here in about a minute or two. Appreciate you, man. I really do appreciate everybody that came through, man. My older brother, Guy Body 803, my brother DJ, Larry J, my brother, Laid Back 808. Appreciate you, man. Rap Guy again. Who else came in? Yeah, that's about it, man. And you didn't text me. If you didn't say anything, man, I appreciate you as well for just clicking on the video. Man, trying to get, I might do a giveaway, man. Once I reach 100 subscribers, I'll do a little cash giveaway. It depends on what kind of giveaway I should do. I don't know if I should do a cash giveaway, a gift card. Y'all let me know what's up, man. 'Cause I'm gonna try to, do things and be more interactive on this channel. I want to start another channel, just strictly just gaming all together, but I'm gonna do everything on this channel, and then probably do like some other channels. Depends on what I feel like doing. I might do a cooking channel. You never know. I like to cook, so that's one of my hidden talents a lot of people don't really know about. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Call it a night. We got another games tomorrow. Day 2 of the playoffs. This is one for the books. I'm glad we got playoff basketball, ladies and gents. So make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. He said you can open up a Cash App or a Super Chat. Yeah, my Cash App is on here. I got it on it's $Cash Chauncey right there. If you see it on the ticker, the little thing right here. And it's one of the subscription too, if y'all want to donate. I think I got to get monetized. I don't know how that works. I got to look into it. I need like some more. Matter of fact, I'm glad you said about the super chat. I need to get this channel up so I can get more watch hours and stuff like that, so I can get monetization for the super chat. But if you like, man, you don't have to, man. You can donate to the channel through my Cash App, so we can get some more stuff, get it going and stuff like that, man. I'm really looking forward to building my brand up and stuff, because I want to do like a cooking channel too. I can cook, man. I really can, but I do got a Cash App, man. It's on the thing right here on the little board, if you can see it on the screen. And I got my hold on, let me check how I can do this real quick. Yeah, if you can see it, that's the Cash App. I mean, like I said, you don't have to donate or not, man. Be much appreciated. But yeah, we're gonna be doing some games tomorrow. Doing a live scoreboard. No video, obviously, because I don't want to get in trouble with copyright infringement. You know how YouTube works, and they need to make their money just like the NBA needs to make their money. That's how it is. But they don't mind any commentating and reactions and stuff like that. But a Rat Guy, man, I appreciate you, man. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. But like I said, man, y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, man. Let me go ahead and it's the intro too, y'all.
It's